Here I am, at home, about to show you my extensive collection. But I figured, while we're here, if you were ever afraid of dermaplaning, I'll show you how I dermaplane at home. It makes the makeup sit on the skin perfection. I just got out of the shower. I'm all plump from the shower. Before I even stepped out of the shower, I put a mixture of desiccated coconut, which I'll show you in a second, and castor oil, a mixture of those two things on my face and my entire body. Because after I'm done filming, I'm going to go to the tanning salon. So let me flip you around and get situated in front of my mirror. So here I am, sitting at my vanity, which I'll show you in a minute. I already have the desiccated coconut and castor oil on my face, but I'm also going to use, which I use every morning before I drive to work and put my makeup on, this Ole Hendrickson Hydrobaria Nourishing Face Oil. It really does give an excellent amount of hydration that really lasts. Now, when you see my videos, I talk about priming with lotions and serums and all the things, but this is where it all starts. Going right on top of that mixture that I already put on my face. You're going to look shiny. It really makes a nice smooth surface to use the dermaplaning tool. I have it in this little drawer next to me, I think. So, I don't even remember where I picked this up. It's a Stella. It's a very simple, just little razor. I have next to me as well, this says it's rose water. It's not. It has alcohol in it, rubbing alcohol. I'm going to spray this generously because if you're going to use a razor on your face, you don't want it to be full of bacteria. So rubbing alcohol on it, I take my little clean little towel that I have next to me here always, and start to just go in. I have a hand mirror so I can get really close, and I just start on my forehead. I go up and down and all around. Kind of boring, but you get the idea. I get really close to the brow, especially where I usually pluck. Saves me from plucking. Is a great way to exfoliate as well. I very much exfoliate in the shower today. That's what I do on my days off. I use a Tree Hut body scrub all over. Before I rinse it off, I go in with my body wash and further scrub. I do the eyelids. There's a mirror right behind you, because it makes the shadow stick well. Did you see that chunk of hair that came off? Right underneath the eyelids. Right next to the eyelids. It's kind of precarious. Probably shouldn't be talking while I'm doing it. But I've done it so many times, I'm confident I won't hurt myself. So when I go down the sides of the face, I kind of pull and kind of hold my hair back, is not to accidentally snag hairs. And you could see the hair building up there. I do it probably once every 2 to 3 weeks just to get all that peach fuzz off. Look at that. Ugh. Down the side of the nose, because the peach fuzz is everywhere. The mustache. Again, jawline. A lip. Chin. Under the chin. I use that desiccated coconut and mixture on a daily basis. As soon as I get out of the shower, well, before I even get out of the shower, I slather it everywhere. It is winter. Our skin is dry. You don't gotta live like that. I have cut myself before. And you don't have to do this for your makeup to come out good. But I find it worked quite well. Take a closer look at things. I really went crazy with the cheese whiz up here. But when we do our eyebrows, won't be so bad. Be gentle around the eyes. Be very gentle around the eyes. And I'm not pressing firmly. I'm pressing very lightly. And there we go. Done. Before I put this away, I'll hit it again with the rubbing alcohol. I'm going to go rinse my face with a little warm water just to get the excess oil off. And then I'm going to go in with just a simple moisturizer. I'll show you in one sec once I put this away. Comes with a little cap. I reuse it and reuse it until I feel it's not as sharp as it once was. And that's it. It's very simple. It's not scary. And it really does. I mean, I don't even really have to rinse. You know what? I'm not even going to rinse. I'm just going to get a clean... You know what? I'm going to go in straight with moisturizer. Because I didn't see any excess fur on my face. This is the moisturizer I use when I'm at home. It is... Let me just toss it about. Baggy. I have LED lights behind us. It's hard to see. Baggy Clinical Kinetin Hydrating Cream. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my face. See what it feels like. And then I'll flip you around and show you this extensive collection of makeup I have right behind you and underneath you. Oh, that feels nice. And because I'm tanning right after I finish this video, I'm not putting anything else on my body or face. I have as you can see, I'm a little glossy. Maybe you can't see in this iPad how glossy I am, but the coconut oil and castor oil makes a really good base for any moisturizer. I'm going to use a moisturizer specific to using UV light once I get to the tanning salon, because I like it to be nice and fresh. So let me pause you, flip you around, and show you the insanity that is my collection. I turned the LED lights down significantly, but this is a beautiful antique vanity that I got from an antique store. It is painted a hideous white, which now that I potentially, possibly, maybe am going to be owning my first home that has a little patio area, I may be able to make this not look so hideous. Let's sit. Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath Mothership Palettes. This is basically my Pat McGrath collection, kind of. Holiday palettes from previous years and this year. Odin's Eye. My clean and dirty brushes. And then just a ton of products. This blush that I can't get rid of even though I don't like the color. Charlotte Tilbury blushes, Hourglass, One Size, Natasha Denona more Hourglass, Juvia's Place blush, Juvia's Place eyeshadow. Look at this palette. I'm doing it with one hand. It's gorgeous. But when am I going to use that? Maybe, possibly, maybe Christmas time. I've had it for a while. I should have used it at Christmas time. I don't think it's even been touched. More Odin's Eye, Hank and Henry, Pat McGrath, more Hank and Henry, more Pat McGrath, Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, the Beauty Creations that we just used that collection on camera for a whole week. That's back in the collection. This is a Z palette with a couple things in it. In the middle is Pat McGrath in the front, and the whole rest of this is all Natasha Denona. I love Natasha Denona palettes. I have all the nudes. I think I want the Biba palette, but as you could see by all of this, I don't really need it. Some Huda Beauty little travel palettes. Both of these are fantastic. I actually took them on vacation. Sigma, more Natasha Denona. Another little Z palette. I think it's empty though. Tarte, Pat McGrath blush palette, more Natasha Denona, and everything back here, these 5 palettes are all Huda Beauty. So more. After my little collection of face masks, I'm just knocking stuff over. There's even a little section here where I usually put all of my skincare. Makeup by Mario, Zeesea, more Pat McGrath, more Makeup by Mario, again, Zeesea, that Luis Torres collection palette. Over here is Blend Bunny, more Odin's Eye. Odin's Eye is absolutely gorgeous. This one here is a El Maquillage palette, Tarte Peach, Sweet Peach, Aptly in Love, and then the Zeesea Cosmetics lip gloss. And if you're not new to my channel, you don't see me use lip gloss very much, but I have them. This is Zeesea gorgeous lipstick. It's empty though. And another gorgeous Florasis lipstick. A little bit of hair care products. This is the dry shampoo powder I talked about in another video. I've been using this for, it's got to be 6 months. It works very well. I don't know about volumizing, but it works really well. It doesn't build up any residue in the hair as far as I'm concerned, and I have very fine hair. Wax stick to kind of combat flyaways that I use before I leave the house. Some hair oils that I like to put in the end of my hair. There's a shimmering body oil from P. Louise that I never use. And then on to what I'm working with foundation wise. Let's turn up the brightness of the light here now that we're not facing it. This setting mist hairspray. It works. It definitely works. Not my favorite. Elf Soft Glam, Charlotte Tilbury, a delicious Rare Beauty body mist. It's very nice. Little micellar water, Juvia's Place, House Labs, Tier, Huda Beauty, a little Chanel CC cream sitting in the back there. I don't use it very often. It's beautiful. It works very well. There's no SPF in it, so when I'm using a CC, oh yes there is, there's 50. I don't know why I don't use that. 2 it's CC creams, one of them is the right shade for me, one of them is not. Another body shimmer, which I'm not really into, and this works. But it's so strange to rub a deodorant on my body. Like, I'm so used to a stick. It works though. Jewelry cleaner, and this is all I have by way of getting ready at home. Like, if I am going out for dinner, leaving the house basically in a more fancy capacity, a concealer that I don't like, a gorgeous lip pencil by NYX, a gorgeous eyeliner by NYX, black, the e.l.f. Brow, the dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze, and, oh, this is a black matte lipstick that I'm saving for Halloween, and this CoverGirl mascara that I don't really love and I don't really hate, and that lash curler I don't particularly like either. I have some Juvia's Place powder over here for touch-ups. I don't touch up when I get home because by the time I get home, this makeup is coming off. This is a Zeesea foundation that's way too dark for me. I mix it with one of my really light shades. And a little hair tie, an antique hair thing that I picked up at an antique store. We're not done, because we got all up here as well. My Jeffree Star collection is up here. I have the blue palette, the red palette, and the Conspiracy palette. We got some Juvia's Place, some Odin's Eye, that is Rude Cosmetics, and more Juvia's Place. More Rude Cosmetics, more Zeesea up there. And here's my collection of fragrances that I forget I have. Hair stuff is right next to us as well. It's like a little dump my hair care here. And this is the stuff that I got on Amazon to create that castor oil and coconut oil concoction for when I get out of the shower. Heatless curls, my beach waver, and if you're, again, not new to my channel, you've heard me talk about my skincare drawer. Well, there it is. Received in beauty boxes, waiting to be tried. And there's another one as well. More stuff. Backup of that Ole Hendrickson oil. And there it is. My very extensive makeup collection at home.